Not mayor, congressman.
The FBI has reopened its investigation into crooked Hillary Clinton. Hillary wants to blame everyone else for her mounting legal troubles. And I don't see, if you've watched her last few speeches over the last few days, she has become totally unhinged. Unbelievable. What she's saying and what she's doing, actually, it's unbelievable. But she has no one to blame but herself. Hillary is the one who set up the illegal private email server to shield her criminal activity. Hillary is the one who engaged in a corrupt pay-for-play scheme at the State Department. Hillary is the one who lied so many times to Congress and to the FBI. Hillary is the one who made 13 phones disappear, some with a hammer, and who destroyed 33,000 emails after receiving a congressional subpoena. Think of that. Unbelievable. And as you know, they just found, listen to this one, and I guess you know it, 650,000 emails. And I would say that classified, confidential, I think they're probably all over the place. I think they're going to find a treasure trove. I can't even imagine. In fact, they said, well, this is okay, they're duplicates. How can they be duplicates when it's many more times what we thought was stolen in the first place, right? You know, when they deleted 33,000, I thought that was a lot. They have 650,000? Hillary is the one who accepted debate questions given to her in advance and used them to cheat. Instead of reporting the breach. That's a big deal. You know, to me, that's a big deal. Some people say, oh, that's fine. That's a big deal. That's a real cheater. Okay, that's a cheater. And she was given the questions by a woman that frankly should resign from the DNC or be fired. But that's a really big deal. And you notice they never, the dishonest press back there, the most dishonest people. Do you notice? They never go after Hillary. They always talk about Donna Brazile. Donna Brazile didn't do it. But can you imagine if can you imagine? They gave the questions to Donald Trump before a debate. You know, it would be the electric chair. They'd reinstitute the electric chair. No, it'd be headlines all over the world. This isn't headlines. I bring it up. It's brought up a little bit. But this isn't like a big deal. She got the debate questions and answers. But she got the debate questions prior to a debate. Now, Bernie Sanders should be angry, right? Shouldn't he be angry? I'll tell you what, the system is rigged. The system is rigged. I've been saying it it's rigged, and we're going to straighten it out, but the system is rigged. Hillary is not the victim. The American people are the victims of this system. So corrupt in so many ways. And this is your one chance to change it, because you know what? In 4 years, it's not going to happen. There's no way. The numbers won't work. In 4 years, there's no way. Hillary Clinton is the most corrupt person ever to seek the presidency. And if she were to be elected, it would create an unprecedented constitutional crisis. I mean, before you go into phase two, let's call what happened on Friday phase two. Phase one, she's so guilty. She shouldn't be allowed to run for the presidency. That's why I say the system is rigged. She shouldn't be allowed to run. But I have a feeling in the 650,000 emails, they're going to find things that you will not even believe. Who knows? 650,000 emails. No wonder she can't do anything. No. How do you work? How do you do it? 650,000. They'll have to explain that to us someday. But they'll have some things in there that I can just imagine are going to be unbelievable. Hillary is likely to be under investigation for many years, probably concluding in a criminal trial. Out today, WikiLeaks just came out with a new one. Just a little while ago, it's just been shown that a rigged system with more collusion, possibly illegal, between the Department of Justice, the Clinton campaign, and the State Department. You saw that. The emails show that the Assistant Attorney General, who's involved in the investigation, has been feeding information directly to John Podesta and the Clinton campaign. You believe that? She shouldn't be allowed to run. By the way, behind me, the great Johnny Damon, the curse of the Yankees, but ultimately he helped the Yankees. Johnny Damon. Stand up. Stand up. I'll tell you, George Steinbrenner was a good friend of mine. Oh, he didn't like Johnny too much. Then he ultimately signed him, and then he was fine. He did great. But Johnny Damon was a champ. He was a winner, and he loves this area. You know that. My contract with the American voter begins with a tough ethics reform. And it ends, I'll tell you what, we are going to end. We have no choice. We really have no choice. Government corruption. It's going to end. I want the entire corrupt Washington establishment to hear and to heed the words we all will say right now. When we win on November 8th, we are going to Washington, D.C., and we are going to drain the swamp. At the core of my contract is my plan to bring back our jobs. Florida has lost 1 in 4 of its manufacturing jobs since NAFTA, a deal signed by Bill Clinton with the support of crooked Hillary. America has lost, this is so hard to believe, 70,000 factories since China entered the World Trade Organization. Another Bill and Hillary-backed disaster. We are living through the greatest jobs theft in the history of the world. A Trump administration will stop the jobs from leaving America, and we will stop the jobs from leaving Florida. They're leaving. We're going to stop them. And you have an excellent governor, by the way. He's fighting hard for you folks. I don't know. All I can tell you is he is a worker. He is a worker, and he's fighting very hard. The theft of American prosperity will end, and it'll end, I'll tell you. It is being stolen from us, folks. We have a one-way highway right into Mexico, right into other countries, and we're going to stop it. From now on, it's going to be America first. America first. Going to be America first. A Trump administration will renegotiate NAFTA, and we will stand up to foreign product dumping, currency manipulation, and all of the unfair subsidy behaviors. It's horrible what's happening to us. Our politicians don't have a clue. They don't know what they're doing, or other things, okay? We will also immediately stop the job-killing Trans-Pacific Partnership. As part of our plan to bring back jobs, we are going to lower taxes on American business from 35% to 15%. We're the highest tax nation in the world, killing our jobs. Our companies are leaving, killing our jobs. We will become a rich nation once again. But to be a rich nation, we must also be a safe nation. In Orlando, the murder rate doubled. You know that, doubled last year. Can you believe it? We will support our police, and I met your police of Orlando. They are unbelievable people. And they've been through a lot. I met the police, and these are unbelievable people. We will bring this crime wave to an end. We will also keep our community safe from terrorism. Just a short time ago, Orlando was the victim of the worst mass shooting in American history during the Islamic terror attack on the Pulse nightclub. It was also the worst attack on the LGBTQ community in our country's history. Can't let it happen. Can't let it happen. Hillary wants to increase by 550% Syrian refugees pouring into our country. Her plan would mean generations of terrorism, radicalism, and extremism spreading in your schools and throughout your communities. When I'm elected president, we will suspend the Syrian refugee program. And we will keep radical Islamic terrorists the hell out of your community. Got to keep them out. And we'll build safe zones in Syria. We have to help the people. We're going to build safe zones, but the Gulf states haven't been doing their thing. And believe me, they have plenty of money. They'll help us. They'll fund it. I'm sure they'll be thrilled. They're going to be funding it, and that'll be okay. We want to help people. But we have enough problems in this country. We don't need Orlando and with the problems. We don't need what happened in San Bernardino. We don't need what's happening in Paris and Nice and in Germany, which is a disaster. We don't need it. We have enough problems right now. Do we agree? We have enough problems. We don't need it. A Trump administration will also secure and defend the borders of the United States. And yes, we will build a great wall. We've received the first ever endorsement from our ICE and Border Patrol officers. Great people. The officers that warn that Hillary's plan is the most, quote, radical immigration proposal in United States history, and that it will lead to the loss of thousands and thousands of lives. Quote, as Secretary of State, Hillary Clinton allowed thousands of the most dangerous and violent criminal aliens to go free because their home countries were intelligent. They wouldn't take them back. We'd bring them to their countries, murderers, drug dealers, gang members. We'd bring them to their countries, and their countries would say, get them out, we're not taking them back. They'd call up the State Department, and the State Department, under Hillary Clinton, would say, oh, bring them back, we don't want to make waves. I guarantee you, whether it's 4 years or 8 years, that will not happen once under a Trump administration. Hillary wants totally open borders and strongly supports sanctuary cities like San Francisco, where Kate Steinle, incredible young woman, was murdered by an illegal immigrant who had been deported 5 times. A Trump administration will cancel all federal funding to sanctuary cities immediately. We will end illegal immigration, deport all criminal aliens, the ones we just spoke about, and we will save American lives. We will also repeal Obama-Clinton's defense sequester and rebuild our very badly depleted military. That includes major new investments and resources for Pensacola Naval Air Station at MacDill Air Force Base. You ever hear of those places? Pretty good places. A lot of people here. A lot of people. I'm honored to have the endorsement of 200, more than that now, much more than that, top admirals and generals and 22 Medal of Honor recipients, great people. I've met so many of them. They're incredible. Incredible people. Our new foreign policy will put America first. Hillary and our failed Washington establishment have spent $6 trillion on wars in the Middle East that we never won and that never end. And it's now in worse shape than ever before. The Middle East is a catastrophe. It's far worse off than had we spent nothing. They've dragged us into foreign wars that have made us less safe. They've left our borders wide open at home, and they've shipped our jobs and wealth to other countries. And just, it's disappearing. Our country, in a certain sense, is disappearing. Prosperity, real prosperity, is disappearing. We owe $20 trillion. Our trade deals, we lose $800 billion a year on trade. We have trade deficits. Think of that. Who negotiates these deals? You know who does? Stupid people. Stupid people. With very stupid leadership, who, by the way, they campaign all the time. He's campaigning right now for crooked Hillary. Why is he campaigning? She's under federal investigation, and you got a president campaigning for her, and that's all he does is campaign. He ought to be working on your jobs that are leaving and going to Mexico, and your military. I'll tell you what, first of all, she's got bigger problems. But 4 more years of Obama, we can't take it, folks. 4 more years of ISIS, that's what it is. 4 more years of no jobs. Now she wants to start a shooting war in Syria in conflict with a nuclear-armed Russia that could very well lead to World War III. Russia's heavily armed, doesn't like her. Putin does not respect her, doesn't like her. What are we doing, folks? She's a mess. To all Americans, I say it's time for new leadership. Just think about what we can accomplish in the first 100 days of a Trump administration. Thank you. It's so beautiful over there. I just noticed the water. Let's go in for a swim. It's about 200 degrees up here. Anybody want to go swimming? Let's go. We are going to have the biggest tax cut since Ronald Reagan. And Hillary wants to increase your taxes by a tremendous amount. You know, we're already the highest tax nation in the world. She wants to increase your taxes, if you can believe that one. We're going to eliminate every unnecessary job-killing regulation. Killing your companies. Killing them. One of the reasons they're leaving. Cancel every illegal Obama executive order. We're going to rebuild our military and take care of our great, great veterans. They're not being taken care of. You know that. A lot of veterans here. We're going to take care of our veterans, finally. They have been mistreated for many, many years. We're going to support the men and women of law enforcement. We will save the Second Amendment, which is, as you know, under tremendous siege. We will appoint justices to the United States Supreme Court who will uphold and defend the Constitution of the United States. We will show the world that there is no challenge too great, no dream outside of our reach. There's no dream outside of our reach. We have all these people telling us what to do. Politicians, they know nothing. I've dealt with them all my life, folks. All talk, no action. I mean, look, I have some friends that are politicians, so let me just say, there are some good ones, okay? There are some good. I'll tell you what, you take a look at the media, these are the most dishonest people anywhere. These are the most. The media is a part and one of the vital cogs in the rigged system under which we live. They're a big, fat cog in the. And they never show the crowds. They never show what's happening. But you know what you hear? When you hear 20,000, sometimes 30,000, when you hear people, sounds like you're at an Ohio State football game. But they never show it. They never show it. They never show it. People of Florida, we love you. All we have to do is cut our ties with these failed politicians of the past. Hillary is a candidate of yesterday. We are the movement of the future. We are. We're asking for the votes of Republicans, Democrats, independents, and first-time voters, of which we're finding out there are many. You probably heard over the last couple of weeks, Texas is in play. That Georgia is in play. And I'm saying, gee, that's too bad. Let me tell you, they're setting records in Texas. And they're voting for Trump, just so you understand it. And they know. But when they see those numbers come in, they don't want to announce them. But we are winning like almost everywhere. I think, give us 2 more days, I think we're going to be winning everywhere. And I'm almost starting to think that the least important problem that Hillary has is the fact that we're winning. I think she's got perhaps bigger problems than even that. We're fighting for every citizen who believes that government should serve the people, not the donors and not Hillary's special interests. We are fighting to unlock the potential of every American community and every American family who hope and pray and yearn for a much better future. I am asking you to dream big. I got to dream big. Because with your vote, we are just, can you believe this? 6 days away. Think of it. From the change you've been waiting for your entire life. We're going to work together. We're going to vote. You're going to vote now or you're going to vote by the 8th. But you're going to vote. Thank you. I love that guy. He's a tough guy, but he just screamed out, you're going to win. We're going to win. Thank you, man. Thank you. We have great love. You know, we're in a divided nation. We are a divided nation. We're not going to be divided. We're going to have such love in this country. We're going to have such love and such respect. Together, we will make America wealthy again. We will make America strong again. We will make America safe again. And we will make America great again. Thank you very much. Thank you, folks. God bless you, everybody. God bless you. Thank you. Get out and vote. Get out and vote. Thank you.